to you.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I solved our problem with the morning work here. I'm going to share it with us here again. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it into the chat for everyone. Okay. And if you haven't done so already, you can go ahead and click and open it up.
It still says I need access
to do that. And then those of you that have it open, you should now be able to type.
I don't know if this is me or people are just lagging out.
So go ahead and try to see if you can type in the boxes now. Yeah, I see a red dot. There goes somebody. Yes, Sean. Awesome. All right, so type your name in the box that you want to say your answer in. A panda will make a better pet than a kangaroo. I know it's hard with everybody typing at the same time, but you just have to kind of wait and let the one person type, and then you can type. A little awkward at first.
I got mine. It's like right at the top. Debut. What? Oh, that's sad. That's sad.
How is that sad? What you mean?
All right. So what you have to do is when you're doing a shared doc like this, when somebody else is typing, just let them finish, and then you just click or press enter after them. I know it gets kind of hard there as you all want to type in the same box. Takes a little bit to get used to, but you got to be patient, let them finish, and then you can go ahead and type your name after them. And as soon as you get your name typed in, we'll wait and we'll call on individuals that they can respond to this one, okay? We'll see, give them a few minutes here. Give it another couple seconds and then we'll. All right, let's see here. So if I said I agree, then I would have to share why I agree. So I would say something like, oh, I was thinking the same because, and then I give my reason. Or I'd say, I agree because, and then I give my answer. And that's why I have some of those sentence starters typed in the agree box, in the disagree box. The more to add, I have a question. So if I disagree, I would say, I respectfully disagree because, or I was thinking differently because, Or more to add, I agree and would like to add that, oh, in addition, I would like to add, okay? So then this is how we would respond. All right, so let's see here. Oh, let's go with, you don't have to type your answer in there, Nina. You're going to tell us your answer. Okay. All right, let's go to Brian. We'll let you go first here. So you can go ahead and unmute yourself. And you're going to say, choose your sentence starter you want. Either I agree because, or I was thinking the same because, and then share why did you say I agree?
I agree because pandas don't hop around everywhere.
Okay. All right. Sean, you don't have to type your I agree statement, just your name. That's it. Okay. All right. Oh, let's go to Jamira. All right, Jamira, go ahead and unmute yourself and tell us you disagree. So pick your sentence starter and then tell us why you disagree.
I respectfully disagree because you can't have endangered animals as a pet, or if you're like a pro animal trainer, you could.
Good, yeah, because the pandas are on the endangered species list. Yeah, I disagree because they're endangered. Good one. I like that, Jamira. Okay. Oh, let's see. Oh, we didn't have anybody that wanted to add more. Asher, go ahead and unmute yourself there. Why did you say you agree?
Because kangaroos hop around a lot and they can also hurt people.
Okay. So you think a panda is a safer pet to have than a kangaroo?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's go on to the next question here. All right, so I'm going to click the slide 2. All right, being able to speak more than one language is an advantage. Ooh, say your answer there. I agree, I disagree, more that I'd like to add to that, or I have a question about that. Okay, so go ahead and type what you're wanting to say there. Or put your name in the box that you want to put it in. I know it's a little awkward having to type things in there when some people type sometimes, but at least it's a little better than the chat window, I think. And if your name's not spelled 100% correctly, that's okay. We get the gist of who it is. All right, while you're typing your names in there, let's go with this. Caden, you disagree. Okay, so tell us, Caden, go ahead and unmute there and pick your sentence starter. I respectfully disagree because, or I was thinking differently because. Why do you want to disagree?
I respectfully disagree because like most of the time when you can speak like a different language, like most people don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, so sometimes when you have more than one language, it makes it hard to speak in one language because your brain's thinking in 2 different languages, so you can't always get the correct words out?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I could see that there could be some confusion with that, that you're thinking of one thing, but using a word from a different language and getting some of that confused. I could see that. That's a good point. Okay. Oh, let's see. Kobe. Let me find you here and unlock you. Oh, there we go. Go ahead and unmute Kobe there, and you can tell us you had a question. What was your question? I was wondering. I am not sure that I understand. What were you going to say, Kobe?
What does advantage mean?
Ah, what does it mean? I was wondering, what does the word advantage mean? Okay, means if it's an advantage, it's a benefit for you. It helps you. Okay? Or gives you an advantage over other people in certain situations. Okay, that means you might have a better advantage. Okay. Oh. All right. There we go. Matthew. Why don't you go ahead and unmute yourself, Matthew, there, and tell us what is your reason
think
you agree.
I agree. I agree because if you meet different people and they speak a different language, you can actually talk to them instead of them being confused what you're talking about.
Okay.
Like if somebody works at a store and they speak Spanish, you speak Spanish too, they won't be confused like what you're buying. And you won't be confused what you're talking about. So I think it's an advantage.
Okay.
Somebody is keep deleting other people's names, and it's all going away.
Bella, go ahead and unmute there.
Mm,
I would be interested to know Bella's opinion because Bella and a couple other individuals in our class can speak more than one language.
I agree because, like, if I was speaking Spanish and I made a friend that was in English, then I could be friends with them because I could speak with them.
Awesome, Bella. I like that. So when we meet other people that can't necessarily speak, that speak one language, maybe we can speak their language and have a conversation with them and get to greet them. Okay. All right. I like that example. Nina. Go ahead, Nina, and unmute there and pick the one that, what were you going to say?
I agree that it's an advantage because you could get more jobs if you could speak more languages.
Oh,
And I just think that's more of an advantage.
okay. All right. Somebody went through and deleted our slides. Not sure who was clicking over on the left and undeleting slides. Okay. So that would be good. Now, let me think of this. How many of you have traveled? And I know Kobe has traveled outside of the United States even. So Kobe, thinking of that, when you traveled to France, would it have been an advantage if you knew how to speak French and English?
Yes.
Why? Why would it have been helpful in France if you could speak French or read French?
Like, just in case we needed to find our hotel that we were in, we could ask somebody and use their language.
Were all the signs, around, were they in French or English?
Most of them were in French.
So it's hard to understand what the signs were saying, huh?
Yeah, there was maps too. The maps one side was English and the other side was French. So
Has anybody ever gone anywhere in the United States where they have a lot of signs in both Spanish and English? Sean, you have? Sean, where was it that you went and you saw a lot of signs that were in Spanish and English?
It was this time when I was at, what's it called again? Man, I forgot. It's called, it was Arkansas,
Okay.
and we went for our Uncle Marcus to visit, and that's where it was like a lot of signs that was in different words.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So there's certain places in the United States where there's a lot of populations that happen to speak more than one language, or there's a high population of people there that, and so they put a lot of signage and words and things in different languages. Okay, so I'm going to delete that because we're done with that today. You can go ahead and delete it yourself by clicking the red dot on that, and it will go away because we were just doing a group discussion on that. Okay, and so let's go. Did you guys get a break at all during music to be able to go to the bathroom, get a drink or anything? No? Okay, so let's take a 5-minute break to get a drink, to get up and walk around, to take a break from the computer, and then we'll come back in 5 minutes and we'll get started on writing, okay? So I'll put the timer up for us, and you can then go take a 5-minute break here, get up and stretch, and we'll come back. And all right. Okay, so I'll see you in 5 minutes. Do that. All right, we're back here. Let's go. And so, let's see. So just a reminder, our chat room is not for personal discussions. If people are using those for personal discussions, I'm going to email parents and let them know that, hey, if they continue to, we might have to remove them from a Zoom meeting or block them for a while from the meeting because they're not using that correctly. Okay, so for those individuals, that's their one little warning here, and then we might have to block them because we've got some people that have, it's been a daily occurrence, and so we'll let parents know as well that that's what's going to happen. Nina.
Who is the person? And oh, never mind.
Okay. All right, so Sean is in there. So this is then Marion. M-A-R-I-A-U-N, Marion. Kobe, there, Jesse and Caden. And remember, guys, we're going to try to have our video on. We'll have, let's close that out. We won't need that for right now, at least. Okay, so today, what we're going to be talking about in reading or writing is introducing the writing community. And let's just open this up here, and we're going to give you the option so that if you just raise a hand, we'll call on you, but go ahead and unmute yourself here, and we'll ask you some questions about just in general getting ideas for writing. How do we write? Where do we get ideas from? Okay. So can anybody tell me what are some things you've written? Yes. What are some things that you've written either in class about or at home about or anything? Asher.
I did this thing last year where like it was a story writing contest. So me and one of my friends paired up
Okay.
and they wrote a story. It was like about a really hungry cheetah.
All right. Anybody else have anything or ideas about reasons for what some things you've written? Well, what might be some reasons for why you write? Jamira?
Break, write stories.
We can't hear you, Jamira.
At my old school, on our breaks, we used to write stories about made up things and like our classmates.
Okay. Matthew.
When I get bored, I just draw random stuff and write like stories that I imagine.
Okay. Asher?
You can write stories to like express your feelings.
Okay. All right. Stories to express feelings. Brianne?
Sometimes when I'm mad or sad, I write in my diary.
You write in your diary? Okay. And so you write about how you're feeling, huh? Okay. Bella?
I like to write and use my imagination to write stories.
Okay. Write stories about things you're imagining. Well, I have a story here that we're going to show and read that an author wrote about things that they were imagining or came up with, and they took somebody else's ideas and rewrote the story from a different point of view. Okay. So let's watch this particular one and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go here. Let me make this big screen for us to see it. Some of you have probably read this, maybe not. Oh, sorry. Get to it. We've all heard the story of the Three Little Pigs. Well, this is the true story of the Three Little Pigs.
I've read this book.
The True Story of the Three Little Pigs by A. Wolf. Everybody knows the story of the Three Little Pigs, or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. Hey, it's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. This is the real story. Way back in Once Upon a Time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold. I ran out of sugar. So,
Oh, pause it there for a second. Can anybody share with us? There's a word that Alexander T. Wolf used, and he said he was framed. What does this mean, framed? What do you think framed means? Nathaniel?
Blamed for something you did not do.
Ah, something you didn't do. Nathaniel, have you ever been blamed for something that you didn't do? Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have 6 sisters and 1 brother.
Oh, so around the house, do you ever get blamed for something that one of them did?
Not really.
Not really? Oh, my little brother used to go through the house and he'd break something and then he'd be like, GT did it. You know, he did it. My brother did it. It wasn't me, you know, or he would eat mom's cookies or whatever. She'd come in and have her snack. He would have scarfed it down and he'd be like, no, it was my brother. He did it. He ate it. I didn't. He framed me all the time. And so that's why my example of framed. All right, so let's go on here. So here goes Al talking about his journey.
I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now, this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't too bright either. He had built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind would build a house of straw? So, of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. I didn't want to just walk into someone else's house, so I called. Little pig, are you in? No answer. I was just about to go home without the cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. That's when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed a great sneeze. And you know what? That whole darn straw house fell down. And right in the middle of the pile of straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail. He had been home the whole time. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner lying there in the straw, so I ate it up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there. I was feeling a little better, but I still didn't have my cup of sugar. So I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He had built his house of sticks. I rang the doorbell on the stick house. Nobody answered. I called, "Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, are you in?" He yelled back, "Go away, Wolf. You can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin chin." I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. And you're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. When the dust cleared, there was a second little pig, dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor. Now, you know how food will spoil if you just leave it out in the open. So I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner again. Think of it as a second helping. I was getting awfully full, but my cold was feeling a little better, and I still didn't have that cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. So I went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. He had built his house of bricks. I knocked on the brick house, no answer. I called, "Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, are you in?" And do you know what that rude little porker answered? "Get out of here, Wolf. Don't bother me again." Talk about impolite. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar, and he wouldn't even give me one little cup for my dear sweet old granny's birthday cake. What a pig. I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when I felt my cold coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I sneezed once again. Then the third little pig yelled, "And your old granny can sit on a pin." Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow, but when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go a little crazy. When the cops drove up, of course I was trying to break down this pig's door. And the whole time I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene. The rest, as they say, is history. The news reporters found out about the two pigs I had for dinner. They figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting. So they jazzed up the story with all that huff and puff and blow your house down, and they made me the big bad wolf. That's it. The real story. I was framed. But maybe you could loan me a cup of sugar.
All right, so that was the true story of the Three Little Pigs as told by John Sieska from the point of view of Al the Wolf, okay? And so that was his particular particular finding out. All right. So now let's see here. What I would like for you to do, this is going to be a little hard. We're going to do it, but we'll get it open. Okay. I'm going to share my screen with you so we can do this. So you're going to look, you've got your window here where you have your Canvas page. Okay. And I'll put this in student view so we can see it. So you've got this page. Well, up here to the top, it says my Canvas page. I've got this window here. We have others. I want you to go ahead and open a new window. Okay. And if we're in Google, we should be able to click on the 9 dots right here. And we're going to open a new Google Doc. Okay, so it says Google Doc. You'll open your new Google Doc. We're going to do that. Okay, we want it to be blank, so we're just going to click blank. And we're there. Now, here's what I want you to put as your title. So I'm going to make up one like this. That I've already made up one to go with this. And I put ideas for retelling fairy tales. So let's put that at the top of our document. So I can type here, I can change the size. I'm going to say ideas for retelling fairy tales. Okay. So I made that, you know, I can go through and I can make that as big as I want. If I want to change the color of it, I can change the color to red. I can change it to whatever I want to. You can do that on your own. But here's what I want you to do. We're going to give you about 4 minutes here. Well, before we do that, who told the story of the true story of the 3 little pigs? Who was the individual that was telling that particular story? Bella, go ahead and unmute there, Bella, and you can.
It was a wolf.
A wolf, okay, was retelling the story. If you were going to retell a story, a fairy tale, which one do you think you'd want to choose? Think about a fairy tale. Which fairy tale do you think you'd want to choose to retell? Raise your hand when you think of one that you think you'd like to retell. Matthew.
Probably the little. I don't read a whole bunch of them. Probably like the Little Red Riding Hood. That's like I already heard a couple of them, a couple fairy tales.
Okay, so if you're going to retell Little Red Riding Hood, what character would you have telling the story?
Little Red.
Little Red, okay. All right. Bella?
Maybe you could do Jack and the Beanstalk.
Ooh, so who would tell the story?
Who's that?
The giant.
Oh, so you'd write it from the giant's point of view instead of from Jack's point of view. Okay. All right. Anybody else have another one that they would like to maybe write about? Jamira? Kobe?
Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. Maybe who would be the character telling your story?
The mother.
The mother, okay.
The witch mother.
Okay. Brian?
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. Ooh, who would you choose to tell this version of the story?
The 3 bears.
Ooh, from the 3 Bears point of view. Okay. Maybe you want to do Cinderella, and it's from the viewpoint of her evil stepmother. Okay. All right. This page that we've made, was there anybody that wasn't able to open up a Google Doc? Brian, weren't able to? Matthew, you weren't able to? Jacob and Sean will help you here in a second. Okay. What I want you to do, I'm going to share my screen with you. You are going to have 5 minutes here to think of a fairy tale that you'd want to tell the tale of. Who would be the person that would be telling the story? So maybe I'm going to pick, maybe mine is maybe my story is going to be Humpty Dumpty, and I want to tell it from the viewpoint of the king. And then kind of jot down some ideas what I think the story might be like. Why would I tell it from the king's point of view? You know, some things like that. So you're not necessarily writing the story, but you're thinking of what might the story look like? What could be some things that the king might say or do, or why would Humpty Dumpty been on the wall? You know, I've got this egg who's trespassing on my wall, and then he falls on the ground, you know. And so I got a trespasser. I'm trying to, you know, all these people worried. Now we got a insurance claim because Humpty sat on my wall. Now the insurance company and got to pay his medical bills to try to put him back together. Okay. Now I got to hire some engineers to try to help protect Humpty Dumpty. And then we got to build the wall to where it's going to be safe for people. That things might be going on because of Humpty Dumpty sitting on the wall. Okay. So that's going to be our journal. Okay. It will save in your Google Drive. You won't have to save it. It automatically saves. Okay. So we'll keep adding to this journal tomorrow. Okay. So we'll use your writings today, tomorrow as well. Okay. And so then you'll be able to do this as we go along. So you won't necessarily need a notebook to write in. We're going to use your Google Docs to save it on the computer. Okay. So I'm going to Zoom with some individuals that were having trouble getting to create their doc. While we're going to give you 5-10 minutes here, I'm going to set a timer here for 10 minutes for us to write. Okay. And then we'll come back together. So I'm going to mute everybody except for the ones that I need to Zoom with. Okay. So you got 10 minutes here of just free writing time, some brainstorming about your fairy tale that you're wanting to write about. Okay. All right. Brian, let me undo this. Okay, Brian, go ahead and share your screen with me. Okay, Brian, go ahead and go up to the top and slide it over here so where we can see it better. There we go. Keep going. All right. So now you're signed in, right? Yep. Click on that. Click on Google the Docs. Right above calendar. There you go. It's going. It's just taking time. Click on blank. And then where it says untitled document, click up there and put fairy tale ideas. Up in the upper left-hand corner, it says untitled doc, just type fairy tale ideas. And then you can start jotting down your ideas about your fairy tales, okay? And then it will be saved. All right, go ahead and unshare your screen with me and I'll go help somebody else. All right. Sean, go ahead and share your screen with me, Sean. I'm going to unmute you here. Same thing's happening today. I can't see your screen. All right, let's see, view options. Okay, Sean, I can't see your screen, so I don't know. What we're doing. We're gonna have to figure this out. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna go help somebody else and then I'll come back to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Kobe, go ahead and share your screen with me, Kobe.
I just have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
When is this due?
Oh, it's just a free write. We're writing when it's not going to be due. It's just a 5-minute free writing time today. Okay. And then we're going to, so it's not something you're going to turn into me. This is just like a journal for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jacob. Go ahead and unmute there, Jacob. Right.
I got it.
You got your document open?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Marion, go ahead and unmute your there for us. Okay, so I'm going to show down below on your Zoom, there's the mute button, the stop video, the chat. There's a button that says share screen. You see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, go ahead and share your screen with me.
Where is it at? Lily, do you see my apple?
Okay, there we go. Okay. So we want to add, so see where the 9, up here where it says G Suite and it has the letter M, there's the 9 dots right beside it. Click on that. All right, now it says Google Doc. It says, yeah, Docs. Click on that. All right, let's see. Go over here, click the, yeah, click where it says click plus to create a new document. Go ahead and do that. Just click in there. Oh, the plus, I'm sorry, the plus is down in the bottom right-hand corner. Click on the, yeah, click that. There we go. Now you can do that, and you, where it says untitled document in the upper left-hand corner, you can just type fairy tales. And then you can begin typing about, oh, what fairy tale might you want to write about? Who might you tell from what point of view? Okay?
Okay.
Gotcha. All right, we got about 5 minutes and then we're going to come back. And so it's just a free write about what we were doing. Is there a story kind of like the true story of the 3 little pigs you might want to tell from a different point of view? Okay. right, so down at the bottom, if you'd click on screen share and it'll stop screen sharing with me and I'll go help somebody else.
Okay.
Or at the top, it should say, sorry, stop screen share, and then it'll go, then we'll be able to go on. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna mute you there. Okay. Anybody else have a question? Everybody's good to go. All right, Edgar. Unmute there, Edgar.
I gotta go do something. What are we doing?
All right, so Edgar, share your screen with me.
Okay.
All right, Edgar, go up to the top there, right beside where it says calendar. Click the plus sign right beside it.
Where's the plus sign? Oh, up here?
Yeah, up there, yeah. Click on the plus sign. Okay, so you're already signed in. Go up there by where your purple E, the purple circle with the E, there's the 9 dots right beside it. Click on that. Oh, in the second row, the one on the left says docs. Click on that. Click on the blank doc. Oh, click on the X, we don't need that. Okay, click on the blank dot. There you go, the blank one, yep. Now, what they're doing is they're having a little free write. Oh, you can click X, we don't need to know about that. There we go. All right, and you're gonna have a free write here to talk about, like, the true story of the 3 little pigs was an original story. It was then rewritten by John Sieska. Is there any fairy tales you would like to rewrite? If so, who would you like to set it from? So you can start typing about, oh, I think I'd like to redo, you know, if you come up with more than one fairy tale that you'd like to retell, that's great. If you can think of others, that's great as well. Okay, but you've got like this is just like your journal, that when you journaling in class, we're gonna create this journal entry. So go ahead and title it your fairy tales.
So it's not an assignment?
Nope, it's a journaling activity. So where it says untitled document, type in there fairy tales ideas.
Okay.
Because tomorrow we're going to write more in this. We're going to add to this journal. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So up at the top, it should say share screen. If you click on that to stop sharing, then we can, I'll go help other people. All right, our time is up then for our free writing. So guess what? That document is saved in your Google Drive. You don't have to do anything to save it. It's there. You can write in it later if you want to today. We're going to come back to it tomorrow and add some more things to it, give you some more time to write in it. Okay, so it's your journal. So instead of actually having paper and pencil, we're going to have it in your on the computer that you can write in. I see Nathaniel has a journal that he likes to write in. That's an okay thing as well too. We can do that, but with us being a distance learning, it's kind of hard to share sometimes with me your journal that you do on paper. So it's easier for us to share the Google Doc that we type in there. So then that way, if you want to share some things with me, you can always share it with me to where I can see it and read it, and then I can give you comments and give it back to you. So that's the reason why we're making that. It's not an assignment that's going to be graded. This is just like in class. It's your journal. Okay, go ahead, Nina.
So we don't have to do anything. It will just save by itself.
It's already saved, Nina, because you've
Okay.
already signed into Google. Because in the upper right-hand corner, it has the circle with the letter N in there for Nina Fisher, right? So it automatically saves it. That's the great thing about Google. As soon as you start typing in there, it saves it every 5-10 seconds. It updates it. Okay. So you never lose a copy of it. All right. Okay. So we're going to go on here. We have an assignment that you're going to finish for me here today, an exit ticket for the writing session. Okay, so you're going to need to go to your Canvas page. I'm going to share it with you here. So we're going to go to Canvas, your class again. So let's go to here. I'm in student view, so I'm going to make it bigger. Okay, and so we're at this page and we're going to click on student. Okay, to find our assignments. Oh, this week is September 14th through the 18th. So we're going to click on this week because today's the 14th. Okay. We have Monday. This is ELA. So I'm going to click on being a writer. And it's going to open up a Google form. Okay. So what you're going to do for your exit ticket today is answer, you got to put your name and then answer the 2 questions and then click submit. And that is your exit ticket for today. All right. I'm going to leave student view. I'm going to stop sharing. And then I'm going to see if there's anybody who's having difficulty getting to that. And we'll give you about 5 minutes to do your exit ticket. Okay. And then we'll go on to reading. All right. So let's see here. I'm seeing some individuals with hands up. They're having questions there. I might have gone too fast. Asher.
My screen is all just white, and on the top it says being a writer.
Okay. Asher, up by the address bar, there's that little circle with the arrow on it, or the line that's a line drawn in a circle with the arrow. Click on that to refresh it and see if it changes it.
Okay.
Give it a chance to refresh and it might.
It refreshed and it's the same.
Same? Okay. Let's go back. All right, I'll help you here in a second, Asher. Brian. Go ahead and unmute, Brian.
So after we finish the thing, is that our ticket for the whole day or just until after lunch break?
That's the exit ticket for the writing part today. We're going to do a reading session here too.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob.
Yeah, I don't know how to get to that.
All right, share your screen with me.
Okay, just 1 second. Share screen, share.
Okay, so scroll down, Jacob, to student and click on student. Okay, this is September 14th through the 18th, right? So click on that week. Okay, scroll down. Okay, this is ELA Monday, being a writer 1.1. Yep, you just passed it. Go up just a little bit with your pointer. Go up a little bit higher. That, click on that. Oh, you passed it. Go down. Click on that one. Being a writer 1.1. Right above it. Yes, that one. Click on it.
Be quiet and don't disturb me.
There you go. Now answer the questions and then click submit when you're done.
Okay.
Okay. If you'd exit out of this share screen with me, I'll be able to go help somebody else. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Marion.
When you get to the screen, like, do you like, it says, oh, Okay, do you put your last name in or just
You
your
don't have
first?
to. Nope, just your first name's fine.
Okay,
Okay? All right,
thank you.
you're welcome. All right, Asher. Share your screen with me, Asher.
Okay. This is all like, this is my screen.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to your homeroom. Courses.
Courses?
Yeah, click on courses and go, yep, McDonald. Okay, so let's click on student again and see if it'll load this time. So go to September 14th through the 18th. Scroll down there, click on being a writer 1.1. Okay. Let's do it this way. Okay, go ahead and click on the yellow dot.
This one?
Yes. Okay, go to your launch pad, which is the rocket ship one. All the way to the left. It's like the third one from the left. There you go. The launch pad. There you go. Click on Google Chrome. It's opening up. It's working. Okay, start Google Chrome. Use Chrome. Okay, there we go. Now, in the address bar where it says Chrome Welcome, type sign in. Okay, and hit enter. Okay, click login with Google. Okay, so type your S number. Okay, now hold down the shift key and press the number 2. Now type Grandview. C4 dot net, N-E-T. Okay, click next. Now type your password. Okay. If you want to see it, if you click the eye, it'll let you see what you're typing in there. Bella, we're finishing up. As soon as I get finished with Asher, we'll have our we'll have a little reading thing we'll do right before we get to go to lunch. We've got a few minutes here before we head to lunch. So you can just wait here, hold on a moment, and we'll get started. Okay, click save. Turn on sync is fine. Yes. Okay, great. All right. So now go down to your self-service icon, the bulldog. Yeah, there we go. Okay, type above the bulldog in the search bar, Clever. Click on Clever. Click on Student Login. Okay, now go ahead and log in. Yes, I'm Asher. Click on Canvas. Okay, go to our course, click X. We don't need that, not now. Oh, done. Okay, so yeah, go to McDonald. Okay, click on student. September 14th through 18th. Okay, let's go to the being a writer. Okay. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't get as far as I was wanting to today, but we did well. Okay, so it is just about time for us to take our break here for lunch. We don't have enough time to do the next activity. I'm going to unmute everybody here. So it's time for us to go to lunch.
Okay.
Okay. So we have lunch and break until 1 o'clock. So you're on your time during that. We'll come back at 1.
Okay.
I know for some reason Kobe, you got a guest? All right. So we had a little break that we're going to do. And so we'll get back in the Zoom meeting at 1 o'clock. I'm going to turn the Zoom meeting off. You guys can come back and join. For some reason this morning, it blocked everybody from, the link wasn't in there. I don't know why, but it wasn't there. But it is now. Okay. So I will see you guys at 1 o'clock. All right.
All right. I got a question.
Bye.
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 So you can sign out. If you have a question, you can hang on and I'll answer it. Okay. Who had, you guys had a question for me? If you don't have any questions, I'll see you after lunch, okay? You got a question, Kobe? Okay, what's your question?
So remember earlier I told you that on the social media profile that it was saying that I can't put pictures of myself, like it was blocked.
It was blocked? So you were trying to upload pictures of yourself into it? Oh, we can do that. Let's pull up your social media profile and you can share it with me and we'll try to add them right now.
All right. Do you want me to share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Cool, I like that.
So on this one right here, it says selfie right here. And this is where we was trying to figure out how to put the pictures on here, but it wasn't letting me.
Okay, so where did you save your picture at?
My sister, she's a computer girl. So she had took a cord and put it in the side of the laptop and then put it in my phone. And then she had put AirDrop on. I don't know how she did that, but then it said blocked.
Okay. So, but you're wanting to take a picture of yourself and put it on there. Huh? All right, let's do this. I can show you how to do that directly from your computer if you want to take a picture of yourself from your computer.
Okay. And then on this one down here, It asks for a picture of my favorite person and a picture of my family.
Yeah, we can put that in there. You want to do that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So let's go down to the launch pad down at the bottom. It's the rocket ship looking icon. Yep. Click on that. Now, to take a picture of yourself, you're going to go to photo booth. So, yeah.
Oh, right here.
Yep, there it is. And then there you are. And you can take a picture of yourself. So we can do a test one. This one, you don't have to use this one if you don't want to, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. So snap a picture of yourself. There, it took a picture of you. And there's your picture. All right. So go ahead and click the yellow dot to make that go to the bottom. Okay. Now we want to go in here and let's click on up here. It says File, Edit, View, Insert. Click on Insert. Image. And we want to upload from your computer. Okay, so let's go to pictures. Go to the one that says pictures there on there. So in the blue, there's blue folders. Right below one, at the very bottom, it says public. Right above public, it says pictures.
Oh.
Okay, and go to photo booth library, or yeah, click on that one. Or photo library, photos. Okay. Let's go to try your documents. Click over here on the far left, it says documents. Okay, click on desktop. Let's see. All right, go down and open up your photos again, the photo down there at the bottom. Yep, in photo booth. And let's go to file. In the upper left-hand corner, there's the apple. It says photo booth, then it says file. Click on the word file. Okay. Let me do this. I'm going to come in here for a second and help you. So I'm going to take control here for a second. Okay, click Open System Preferences there for me. Okay, let me see what I can do here. It's going to let me. Okay, click where beside Zoom, there's the box right beside it. Click on this box right here where it says Zoom and it has the Zoom icon.
Right here?
Uh-huh, there's a box. No, come down. Yes, click on that. Okay. It's not going to let you do it. Not going to let me do it. So click on the red dot. Okay, never mind. All right, so click on the yellow dot again. Let's go to pictures again.
There's something right here.
Mm-hmm. Click on the drop down there beside that. Let's see, what's that do? Okay, never mind. Go ahead and click on pictures again or click off to the side anywhere. Click on either one of those. See if it'll open it. No. Photo booth library, no.
What about the documents over here?
Yeah, try that. Try click on documents there. Click on downloads right below it. Okay. Go down at the bottom of your screen. Right beside the bulldog is the pictures. Just to the right. Yep, click on that. All right. Up at the top, click on the word photo booth in the upper left-hand corner. Over by the apple in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. There you go. Click on the word photo booth. Go to File, Edit. Yeah, go over to Edit. View. Okay, click on Show Photo. Okay, now go up to File. Click on the Export. There we go. Now click on the drop-down menu where it says Pictures. Click on that. And go to Desktop. And click Save. Okay, now let's go back to your social media profile. Yeah. Click Cancel. Yeah. And then go to now click on that photo where it says Photo on 9/11. Yep, click on that. Now open it. And there you are.
That's cool.
Okay. And if you want to delete that photo, you just click the delete button. If you want to use that photo, you can. But you can take pictures that way of yourself from the computer, okay?
How do I delete this photo?
Okay, so it's in there. It's not saving it. So you can just go to Edit up top where it says File or Edit. And then you can delete. There you go.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
And then on the other one, this one, or this one, I can just.
If you have a picture of your family, your sister can just
I can just go on my phone and
picture of it and then send it to your Google Drive, or you can AirPlay it to your computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.